Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. It's Sunday the 1st of March, which means, hooray, it's the first day of spring. Yes, winter is done with, meteorologically speaking at least, and we're now heading into spring. It was weather school day for me yesterday. Thanks to everyone who came along. Pleased that you enjoyed it. Always great to do weather school because I get some really good feedback in about the videos. What would be really nice is if you could email me, use the contact form at the top of the page here. Send me a message. Let me know what you like about the videos, what you don't like, and perhaps what you'd like to see more of, or any more specialist videos that you'd like to see. You know that we do them for farmers over at farmersweather.co.uk. We do them for aviation at flyer.co.uk/weather, and we do them for sailing as well at sailingweather.co.uk. But is there anything more specific that we can do for you? You know, do you want a forecast regularly of 2 weeks in advance? Do you want a gardening forecast? You know, whatever it might be. Get in touch, let me know. That feedback always really useful to get in. Okay, now over on the premium spring forecast that went out to private clients at the end of last month. Been talking about how this year as compared to 1991. This is the 500 millibar pattern. Back in 1991. Incidentally, 500 millibars was one of the things we were talking about in weather school yesterday. Spent a long time talking about the 500 chart, what you can get from it, and how it's of more use once you get past about 5 days ahead than just looking at surface charts. The people who came yesterday, it was a sailing weather school yesterday, went away and their eyes are gassed, you know, at the information you can get from that chart. So, love 500 millibar stuff. But anyway, this is the 500 millibar mean heights for 1991. It's for February 1991. And what it shows, look, is the deep trough here across the States. Also notice the trough here across the UK. Now, if we take a look at 2015 February, this was how that looked. Now, overall, you can see there that height's generally lower, but this is the interesting thing. Look, trough over the States, there's the trough across the UK as well. More notable, certainly this year than in 1991, but the overall pattern was actually very similar. And the other thing to notice as well was the ridge over the western states and the trough here in the Pacific, because if you then look at 2015, hey ho, look. Oh, sorry. Let's just move that back. There we go. Look, ridge across the western states, trough in the Pacific. So you see the pattern actually matches up. And 1991 actually went into being a relatively dry March, particularly across eastern parts of the country. Yeah, there were one or two areas where it was wetter than normal, but generally we're looking at rainfall amounts of between about 50 to 125% of normal, generally around just below. Sorry, I don't mean around or just below, I mean below normal rainfall generally. Temperatures were above normal. These were the temperatures for March 1991, the mean temperature, and overall sort of 1 to 2.5 degrees Celsius above normal for the time of year. Both these charts, by the way, are available completely free from the Met Office website. So, you know, you can't use past performance as a guide to future performance, but certainly it's quite interesting, isn't it, to see how the pattern shaped up through February and then to see what went on through March. It's also interesting just to tell up the sea surface temperature, because this was sea surface temperature, the mean through February, and notice cold water here, look, west of the UK, warm water to the east of the States, warm water west of the States as well. And also notice the warm water here across the eastern shores of Africa, and the weak El Nino event in here. And then compare that to February 2015. So this was February just gone. This was the temperature taken on the 26th. These are the anomalies of sea temperatures then. Look, cold water west of the UK, warm to the east of the States, warm to the west of the States, and warm water east of Australia. And we've got a weakening El Nino event in there as well. Of course, you can't just say, oh, well, because it was like that year, it's going to be like that this year. But the comparison certainly is there. This is what the CFS is doing. By the way, I should say far more information on that over, as I say, on our premium video, which is the March and April 2015 update, which is available to private members, but you can purchase it from YouTube as well. This is the 500 millibar forecast from the CFS, the latest one for week 1, and what it's shown us, look, is how heights starting to build down towards the south. week 2 looks like this. High pressure coming in again. Look, they're the higher than normal heights building in, building through the UK. Starting to get a real dominant play here going on between the 7th of March and the 13th of March of that high getting in across the UK. And then to week 3, we got the ridge building out towards the east here. We've got the trough low the normal heights off here towards the west. So we've got that sort of feature that's taking place. And we've got a sort of a southerly flow coming up through the country. So it's still trying to show us here that we're into mild conditions with that south, mainly a southerly flow, perhaps even more of a south-southwesterly. Bits and pieces of rain possibly out towards the west because of the effects of that trough coming in. And then week 4, looking up like this, the ridge kind of clearing away to the south to some extent. There's the trough trying to make its presence felt across Scotland. So we're starting to see that easing off of the high pressure there, but tending to be under high pressure towards the south. So we've got this story going of the high building in through March, different sort of month, drier conditions, warmer conditions. Remember 1991, it went into warm conditions, and rainfall was generally below normal. Yes, there were 1-2 areas where there was more, but generally a drier, warm month. And it looks as if that's where we're heading to, according to the CFS. And of course the JMA, as we saw on Friday, also picking up on that theme too. And that's where Hugo van den Hoel went for his spring forecast. This is based on an average, so this is purely based on previous years. This is March, April and May. And what this is showing us, look, is higher than normal heights up towards the north, low than normal heights down towards the south. This certainly has more of an east to east southeasterly flow in it, but it tries to get the high heights up towards the north, putting this trough feature, this separate feature out here in the Atlantic. And what that tries to do is actually get the jet going further south of the UK and tending to put dry conditions across most of the country, more unsettled through Europe. Now, of course, if you need a forecast for the next couple of days, check out our fast forecast. Gary has that for you. But this is just how things shape up quickly over the next few days. This is today. Look, here's the front coming in from the west that's been producing rain. There we are for tomorrow. Cooler conditions, breeze conditions, showers, some of them pretty heavy at times, particularly in the west. Tuesday shows still a westerly flow, probably the showers merging into longer spells of rain for a time, clearing eastwards. Tuesday generally bright and breezy, heavier showers again in the west. And then Wednesday, starting to see a ridge of high pressure building in, cooler northwesterly winds coming down through the country. That ridge then collapses eastwards, brings us quite a chilly night actually, overnight Wednesday into Thursday before more fronts come in from the west. And then the ridge builds back in through Friday. So this idea, look, starting to get in of pressure building from the south, but northern and western Scotland and northern western Ireland always at risk of some cloud and outbreaks of drizzle or rain. So that's how March is looking just at the moment, and also some ideas for spring too. Of course, we'll keep you updated regularly in our updates here at weatherweb.net. Remember, the look ahead's updated every single day. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Please do spread the word by Facebook, Twitter, email, however you can tell your friends that we're here. Get them to come across and watch the videos. So for now, whatever you're doing, don't forget to get your ideas to me about what you'd like to see in these videos as well, and any additional videos too. Get those ideas over to me. Use the contact form at the top of the page. Have a great day. Thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.